3 steps to detach yourself from people who drain your energy. Have you ever walked into a room and felt as if your life force had just been sucked out of you, even though you did nothing at all? Some people don't shout, don't insult, and don't hurt you in obvious ways. Yet every time you interact with them, you end up feeling exhausted, discouraged, and unsettled inside. It's as if they quietly drain a part of your life energy before you even realize it. Inner crises don't always come from failure, loss, or major events. They can come from daily interactions with people who constantly drag you down, making you forget who you are, what dreams you once had, and how strong you used to be. But Stoic philosophy teaches us this: we cannot change the world, but we can change how we interact with it. Right now, let's walk through 3 Stoic practices to detach yourself from people who drain your energy, without resentment, without running away, and without a fight. All you need is clarity, agency, and firmness from within, exactly like a Stoic. Step 1. Recognize who they are. In your mind, not in their words. An energy-draining person is not necessarily a bad person. They might be a coworker, a relative, even someone who once helped you. But what matters most is this: how do you feel after interacting with them, not what role they play in your life? Epictetus once said, "It is not others who hurt you, but how you interpret them that allows it to happen." The first step, then, is to recognize, not by judgment, but by rational observation. Ask yourself, after talking to this person, do you feel lighter or heavier? Do they often make you doubt yourself, feel not good enough, too sensitive, or always wrong? Do they really listen, or just wait for you to stop so they can speak again? Energy drainers often use subtle tactics, pretending to care, but constantly pulling you back into fear, playing the victim in every story, believing they are always right and you are never enough. A Stoic does not accuse. We don't slap labels like toxic. We simply observe the effects someone has on our soul. And when you see this clearly, you reclaim your power to choose your response, instead of being unconsciously pulled into their emotional game. Marcus Aurelius once wrote, "When you must be with someone, ask yourself, does this person lift me up or drag me down? If the answer is that they pull you down, it's time to reset your boundaries." Step 2. Accept that you are not the savior of the world. One reason we can't detach from energy drainers is because we believe we can save them. We think that if we are patient enough, kind enough, compassionate enough, they will change. They will become less negative, less complaining, less hurtful. This is a sweet illusion and one of the most painful traps. Epictetus emphasized, your job is not to change the world, but to change how you deal with it. When you live as an unwilling healer, you don't just drain yourself, you also interfere with another's path of learning. They need their own collisions, their own consequences, their own lessons. You can support them, but you cannot change them if they are not willing. As Seneca said, you cannot teach someone to swim by drowning with them. If you keep staying with someone who is always negative, always blaming, always pulling you down, you are enabling it. Every time you tolerate, overlook, or excuse it, you confirm to them that such behavior is acceptable. A Stoic chooses compassion, but never loses reason. We don't play saints, nor do we try to fix others through emotion. We learn to stand firm, remain consistent, and let others bear the weight of their own choices. And to do this, you need the next step, to set clear boundaries, not to attack anyone, but to protect what is essential within you. By the way, if any of this sounds familiar, Don't worry, you're not alone. Our Stoic team has also felt like a phone on 1% battery before we learn to cut the cords from these draining ties. And if you're starting to feel your battery low while watching this, hit that subscribe button to Stoicism Empire. We'll keep charging you with timeless Stoic wisdom. No cables, no sockets needed, only reason and resilience. Step 3. Set boundaries like a rational person. You've recognized who is draining your energy. You've accepted that you are not their savior. Now it's time to speak up and act. This is the hardest step, but also the most empowering: setting boundaries. For a Stoic, boundaries are not about rigidity or division. They are about clarity, defining what belongs to us and what does not. Epictetus gave us a golden reminder. Learn to distinguish between what is within your control and what is not. If you don't state your limits, others will unconsciously or deliberately cross them. And then you'll find yourself in endless arguments, one-sided compromises, or relationships where you always feel guilty, simply because you never dared to say no. A rational person does not let their kindness become a doormat. You have the right to refuse without lengthy explanations. You can withdraw without guilt. You can keep your distance without feeling bad. Seneca once wrote, "A person who protects his peace has already protected his soul." Setting boundaries can be as simple as not responding immediately to negative messages, avoiding meetings with people who drain you, even for 30 minutes, refusing to be manipulated by guilt or debt of gratitude. You don't need to cause drama. You just need to stand firm, not angry, not defensive, just clear, calm, and steady, like someone who has chosen to live by reason, not emotion. And if someone refuses to respect your boundaries, then they are simply not worthy of staying in your quiet space. Stoic conclusion. In a world where everyone carries wounds, chaos, and unmet expectations, it is all too easy to lose yourself in destructive relationships. Sometimes you stay out of pity, sometimes you stay out of fear of being alone, but the longer you stay, the deeper you fall into the black hole of emotion, where you no longer hear the voice of reason, and your life energy is drained by anxiety and guilt. Marcus Aurelius, in Meditations, once wrote, "Peace comes not from avoiding people, but from knowing who is worthy of entering your mind." This is not a lesson about hating or becoming numb. It's a lesson about guarding the inner fortress, about taking responsibility for your emotional state. If you truly want to live rationally, autonomously, and peacefully, you must learn to choose relationships the way you choose food for your body. Some people help you grow, some people deplete you, and some, if you keep them around, will make you lose yourself. Stoicism doesn't teach selfishness, it teaches clarity. And in every crisis, whether caused by others or by yourself, there is always a choice. Either keep pleasing others and exhaust yourself, or live honestly with your soul and firmly with your boundaries. Choose the latter. If you've ever been in relationships that drained you, leave a symbol in the comments as a reminder that you deserve to build a strong inner fortress. And if you found value in these reminders, don't hesitate to share this video with someone who needs it. Subscribe to Stoicism Empire for a world that is more stoic, stronger, and rooted from within. Stoicism Empire, where you build your inner fortress in a world that so easily makes us call.